What's that?
I'm just seeing who's in the chat.
Where do you show who's all in the chat?
That button right there, like right next to the chat, the purple button. Right next to the purple one.
This one?
Right next to it. That one, yeah. This guy's cool. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. Probably 4-6. Sound the same. All I know is that Noob possibly goes even with Kenshi. Maxer has no reason to play Sector anymore.
Why, you think everybody's figured out Sector?
No, it's like Cyrax is the best, so he has really no reason to use any other character. Except for maybe Cage against, I don't know, maybe not.
Wait, what?
I think like Cyrax is basically a better Quan Chi. Because you know how like Quan Chi with meter, like with his rune trap, he's like, he's like A tier with his rune trap and like,
right.
Without, Cyrax is like better. Like Cyrax without meter is like B tier, and Cyrax with meter is like S++.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, Cyrax has better footsies than people give him credit for. The mix-ups with the throws,
yeah.
You know, he's got...
He has so many retarded shit, it's not even fun.
Yeah, Han's got some great Cyrax setups.
Oh, it's... Oh, doesn't... Oh! Oh, damn. Jump in right away.
This is just like the Katie Holmes being drugged. Yeah, it's the same thing. I've always wanted to see a Batman movie where you don't ever see Bruce Wayne or reveal that he's Batman. So it's like Batman from the perspective of the city and the criminals, where he's just
You know, in the first story, they don't reveal
who he is.
Yeah.
Like the series, or just like that one issue?
They do Detective Comics. Shawn Michaels. Saw somehow he was driving into the wall. Driving with
I just noticed the names haven't been changed since we bought it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what they tell us. Well, we didn't actually type in the new names.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. Back in the corner. Well, I guess not.
What is this match?
I don't know, probably 5 players. The one thing about Cyrax is that like his down 4 looks like a down 3. You notice?
Right.
So it's kind of confusing. Like you can't really tell what it is.
They keep armor in the next one. One of the things they got to do is just mark the moves that have armor in the menu, because they always forget for characters I don't play.
Sector needs armor on EX Flamethrower.
I don't know about that.
It wouldn't make him broken at all. He needs it. He needs it.
I mean, it hits a lot of people anyway because of his, because it's like an anti-air.
It's like it's full punishable on block at like close to mid range by lots of characters and stuff. Like Cage gets a free nut punch.
No. Well,
Close. Well, he gets at least a shadow kick, but if you flamethrower up close, he gets a free 4-3 nut punch.
wow.
I would understand if somebody said like armor on EX teleport, that would be retarded. But EX
Right.
flamethrower,
Yeah,
EX
I mean, I guess it
flamethrower
was
is
already
already is actually worse on a block than regular flamethrower. So
Does it have faster startup?
no, it doesn't even have bigger range. It just does more damage.
Oh.
And it's more unsafe. I'm pretty sure. Like his only other armor is X-ray. That's why I tend to use Sector as X-ray a lot because people
Right.
don't really expect it.
Right, yeah. It's just as X-ray as armor, right?
Yeah, just as X-ray.
Yeah, it's like air mat. Freddy has armor on EX Sweet Dreams, but it's it's only useful in the corner. It's too slow. Especially like Kung Lao or Johnny Cage, where they're always moving, because it comes down wherever you are
Yeah.
when it activates. So I had one time, it's the person switched and teleported, and it actually was on the other side, but it was like, it must have been one frame that you can
And
do
got
that
him.
with. Right, yeah. Well, I mean, it at least tracked them. I don't know if they got hit by it, but it actually did, go, because Sweet Dreams and Nightmare Chance are the opposite inputs, so if you get crossed up, you auto-corrected the other one.
So are you gonna play Tag 2 also or not?
I'm going to give it a shot. I never got into Tekken before, but I'm going to try it. I mean, I'm not going to buy it when it comes out, but just because I don't have a job right now and still searching. Although if I find a job, I'll definitely pick it up. I want to try more, different types. I like Street Fighter 4. I just wasn't that good.
I never got into it. I like it, but I was never good at it.
There's too many characters to learn. Like, I wouldn't even know how to fight half of them. because I
Yeah,
don't know
going to
how-
matchups for each character.
Right. I mean, I know what I see on stream for like Dulcim and Ryu and stuff, but I played Ryu because that's who I played when I was 8, so. Or whenever the hell it was out. I got frustrated when I was younger at Street Fighter because I tried to do a bunch of fireballs and then I'd get a Shuriken at random.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I still kind of got that. I was never.
Old school input book.
Right, yeah. Especially too because you didn't have home arcade sticks at the
Yeah.
time, and I feel like Street Fighter's way easier to play in stick than pad.
Yeah, it's probably true. Like especially like with charge characters, it's definitely easier.
Right, yeah. I wonder how much easier hitbox is for charge characters. It seems like it'd be a lot easier, but I don't actually
I'm not
know.
sure. I have no idea.
I never liked charge characters except for Guile.
I like DJ, but he's like trash tier.
Yeah.
He has that one EX move where like kicks you in the air like a billion times. Doesn't charge you. I don't know what it is.
I always thought his pants were clever because they said maximum,
Yeah.
and then that way it still said maximum when he was on the other side, and they could just mirror the sprites.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
No, I think it's in reference. One of his ultras is like maximum something, like
Yeah.
yeah,
I forgot what it's called.
maximum carnival.
Oh yeah, the move, yeah. Isn't that the one he does the
Yeah, yeah,
maracas
that's
or
what it
something? Or is that his? Is that his? No, not X-ray. What are they called in Street Fighter?
Hyper, ultra, super.
Ultra, yeah,
Ultras.
Ultra. Yeah, they have the supers and the ultras. I like meter for games, but I feel like you don't need that much that Street Fighter 4 has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have your ultra and your super and your health and the timer going.
Yeah.
I mean that's not meter, but you know there's that many factors going. Whereas before it was timer and health. Yeah, I'll definitely try the tag, you know,
It's gonna be
tag
fun,
too.
hopefully, or revives like.
Tekken is another one of those games though with huge cast, and those sometimes
I'd
are
say it's-
intimidating
Yeah.
because then you feel like you got to learn 100 different, even just to learn against them, not to play as them, to learn like 100 set of moves, you know. And then how many matchups there
But
are.
like, I think like learning like Tekken matchups is not as bad as learning like all the Street Fighter matchups, because like in Street Fighter there's so many different characters, like there's all the special moves and stuff. And the Tekken is you have to basically have good fundamentals and your set. Like you don't necessarily need to like know like the matchup perfectly, but you need to have like basic understanding of like backdashing and spacing. And
Right.
stuff, and fundamentals and frames, like character frames especially, more so than Street Fighter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to try it out. I doubt I'll do it competitively, but like with MK, but.
Like I never actually played Tekken competitively, but it's been one of my favorites. Like MK is my first competitive fighting game.
Okay.
I've liked Tekken since the very beginning.
Wasn't Tekken the first one to go 3D, or at least the first popular one to go 3D?
I guess it was
Or was Virtua Fighter first?
Come on.
16-bit, I don't think you're getting salty enough here. Yeah, but you're still fighting Cyrax, and you're still getting hit with... I think you'd do better if you got a little salty, at least just a little bit.
I just get top in and you go first.
See, that's the problem. You got...
I won't be emo or this time next year. Next year. This time next year. Smile. If I didn't read it, something will happen. No doubt.
What about the arena?
Before the arena, I'll be in.
Okay. What about at the arena?
I might be emo. I've never really gotten emo in tournaments. Usually I don't get emo until afterwards.
Okay. How high do you have to place a tournament to not be emo?
Top 8. Seriously.
Top 8?
I
Okay.
wasn't emo about to go. 300 people, 13th place. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I never actually looked up what place I got.
Alright, tell the stream it's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
He says 1-1. Apparently all the other matches on 1 didn't count.
I don't even know if there's people still watching.
Oh, they started over.
I'm fake fit.
GGA 8-bit. hate Mileena so much.
What's that?
I hate fighting Mileena as Sector so much.
Yeah, Melina's a pain in the
If you're
ass.
down 4, will dodge teleport off of
Yeah, she's actually is a pretty bad matchup for Freddy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she shuts down his zoning game pretty much completely. Because on reaction, she can just telekick him. But that said, Freddy can do some damage to her when he touches her.
Mileena has she has low combo damage in general, and she's very unsafe, but she has a lot of shenanigans up her sleeve.
I never liked playing as her. I feel like she plays too stiff for my taste.
Oh, Mileena has
I don't know, all Mortal Kombats, I've never liked playing as Mileena. I've always liked the character, I'm glad she's in the game. I just don't like playing as her.
I remember she was like trash tier in like MK3, wasn't she? Bottom tier. But MK2 she was good, but I never played those.
Right, MK2 I think she was top, I think she was number 1, right? 2? Who was 1? Jax. I mean, Mo can certainly play Mileena in MK3. At Frosty Frostings, Mo and I played UMK3 for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes, but Mo was literally the best in the world at that at one point,
yeah.
so his muscle memory playing is better than I'll ever be at that game.
I was never really good at MK3, but I played classic, so
The unmasked sub or the masked?
mask.
Oh, I liked him.
He was like
But
low mid tier. He had some
His
funny
combos
stuff.
are really cool looking, but I liked the ice clone a lot.
But in MK Trilogy, like in the N64 version, they fused him, so he was like broken. He had the ground puddle and the ice clone, and the ice shower, plus the pop-up launcher.
Wait, did they combine them?
In like I think the Nintendo 64 and I think the PC or the PlayStation versions of the MK Trilogy, they combined the two because like to save memory. They combined mask and mask, and then he was like a broken character.
Oh yeah. There was a couple of weird things with that, like Sub-Zero, Ninja Sub-Zero, when he stood on his wind stance was slightly, no, Scorpion, it was Scorpion. He's slightly at an angle. Like he's not straight up and down, he's standing like his whatever wind stance.
Like, I don't know what that is.
And he's like slightly tilted. And also the characters get shorter when they fall over. Like when they're on the ground.
Like when they lie down.
Yeah. Like I checked it, because I always thought that when I was younger, and then I checked it in Photoshop and just stood him up next to him, like, nope, that's definitely a shorter character.
Another funky thing is like when you sweep them, it looks like for almost every character, like their animation when they're on the ground in the sweep state, it's really weird. Like,
Oh, like their legs are
not
like
even on the
hanging.
ground. Their legs
Yeah,
are, like,
especially
hanging.
Cabal. His looks the weirdest. He's got like a weird like horse stance.
Yeah, like it's some voodoo shit. I don't know.
Right.
I always thought Cabal looks like an elephant.
An elephant?
Yeah.
I always thought that he looked like he had Homer Simpson eyes.
More what?
Homer Simpson eyes. Just Simpson eyes.
MK9 looks like he has a Santa hat on.
A Santa hat?
Yeah, I'll point it out. Yeah, I'll point it out. What's this?
No. I have a million little things that just exist in my head on how, like, all their gibberish. Like, Katana's, like, fan lift. I always think she sounds like she's yelling, "Here comes my noodle." Here comes my noodle! And then Raiden sounds like he's yelling, "I got a job." I got a job!
When I put up the Santa hat, you guys are blown away. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, Cyrax has a crazy old man face in his chest. All right, I got to show you on the next one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it.
Like,
Face on the stuff.
yeah, like the grinning evil face.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, like at the versus screen, it looks like he has an old man face. MK gibberish is so much better than Street Fighter saying the name of the move. Because that's like Harry Potter, like where they're saying the spells they're doing.
Oh, the best thing was MK4, because like you uppercut them and they say like, oh my leg, you know, remember that?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
my leg.
Oh yeah, when you did the breakers.
And you uppercut them and say, oh my leg.
Well, yeah, wasn't that the same sound because they had
that one-
throws
the bone
and
break- the bone
breakers,
break- the bone
but it was
break.
like it wasn't the breaker like they have now. It was a breaker as in like
It was like a command throw, except it wasn't a command.
right. It was just breaking a limb.
It was just basically a second throw.
Yeah, I like that though. I kind of. All right, you got to do Cyrax because we got to.